Hi.
Hi, pleased to meet you, Joe Frost.
Bill McGrath, nice to meet you.
I was greeted by Bill. He welcomed me into his home.
Hi. How are you? Nice to meet you, Joe.
Thank you for coming.
When Joe first came, I kind of had mixed emotions. I wasn't really sure how it was going to go.
This is Liam.
Hello.
Don't be shy.
And
this is Aiden.
Hi, Aiden.
Say hi.
Pleased to meet you.
And then this is Paige.
Hi, Paige. Pleased to meet you. How are you? Good.
How about doing what you're told like a good boy, eating your lunch that's there right now, and maybe a sandwich will be in your future?
It was lunchtime and Liam didn't want to eat.
I'm going to ask you one more time. If you don't, you're going to sit in timeout. Oh, let's go. Don't hit. We don't hit.
I saw Mum get him up from the table and place him into a timeout.
And when you're done, you can come eat with your brother and sister. Liam, stay. You only have to be here for 4 minutes. Sit.
And then Dad got involved.
Do me a favor, eat half of the spaghetti and maybe I'll get you half the sandwich. All right?
Negotiating during a timeout.
Okay.
Dad was undermining Mum's timeout and I could see she was getting upset.
What are you thinking? Tell me.
That we're just on different pages.
Mum was clearly upset with Dad's interference, so I took her outside and she started to open up more.
Have you sat down and actually spoke about this? Like, you're all frustrated, but have you actually sat down with Bill and said, we need to talk, I'm frustrated?
He's not, he listens, but he doesn't really listen, you know? He stands there and listens with the remote or the TV on or something, you know, but I don't think he hears me. We have horrible like, we've just kind of both shut down, like, there's no team playing going on here.
When you've got two parents who are not communicating with one another, that's going to have an impact on how they parent together because they're not going to be committed together in how they raise their children. After lunch, Mum and Dad gave 5.5-year-old Aiden his insulin. In America alone, there are roughly 186,000 children under the age of 20 that have type 1 diabetes.
Aiden, come here, bub, we need your shot.
So as you can imagine, for those parents, it's quite a complex routine.
Where's your plate? I need to know how much you ate so I can adjust for your shot.
What's that you're doing there, Bill?
Figuring out the equation for his insulin, how much he has to get.
Insulin is a hormone that's produced in the pancreas that helps the body process sugar in food. If you have type 1 diabetes, you can't produce your own insulin.
So what's...
I add up the carbs. Each product contains carbs, so we had to add all those together and get a total number, and then there's a process where we have to divide a certain number minus a certain number.
They have to calculate so much. They have to work out Aiden's calorie intake, really, with regards to his carbs. That's a big responsibility.
Right, don't tense up.
No.
Relax your leg. Relax your... No? Okay.
Managing this medical condition is extremely difficult for this family, understandably, and it's taken its emotional toll.
Every day is just such a challenge and it's so different, and I think Aiden's truly angry.
As a parent, what information have you given
We have
him? What does he
books,
know?
like they've given us books, and we've read books together, and I don't think he understands, you know, what his pancreas is, but he knows that the shots do help him survive, and I mean, the seriousness of it, we've tried to teach him, but in a positive way. I knew diabetes was a death sentence. It meant death to me because I watched my father die of diabetes.
Diabetes doesn't need to be seen as a death sentence. Aiden is 5 years old and he's got his whole life ahead of him. So what I'm going to do is to help his mum and dad manage this.
I mean, did that leave you in a place of feeling very fearful because your family member had passed away?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Absolutely.
I mean, emotionally, that was absolutely horrendous.
Yeah.
8 months, 9 months have gone past, and you're where now with that?
I'm still really, really scared. His numbers are all over the place, and I blame everything on the diabetes.
I know Mum is very distraught in accepting the fact that Aiden has diabetes, but as a parent, she also needs to learn how to be able to discipline her son as well.
Coming up on SuperNanny, when Aiden refuses to eat,
Try this, buddy, right here. It's a little baby broccoli.
No.
Joe learns it's a matter of life and death.
He hasn't consumed the amount of carb necessary.
Yeah, no, yeah.
When SuperNanny returns.